I was a little disappointed with how some of the new drops were implemented from the latest snapshot. So, as you can see here, we've got some different interpretations, and I swear it's not a bunch of hot air. We've done some really cool things with these items. As you can see, the wind charge is one. Why don't we check out a few more? All right, so we'll be focusing first on the new wind charge item. This is an item you can get from the breeze mob in the latest snapshots. I'll assume you already know what those are about, but this wind charge is going to have some new uses, namely with this bow here, and we've got something really cool in mind. If you check out all the way over there, there's a bunch of frolicking mobs hanging about. However, with the wind charge and some arrows, we've got different plans for them in mind. Now, normally when you shoot a bow, it's got a little bit of a trajectory to it. There's an arc. Gravity affects it. Now, if you instead make some wind arrows using 8 arrows in a wind charge, you'll have a totally new way of firing off your ammo. For example, now we have an arrow that can go straight wherever it is we aim it. Right at that leaf there, perfect shot. Animals way far away, oh yeah. Sorry, Piggy, you ain't stand a chance. Direct hit. This is going to be the perfect type of ammo to snipe those long-distance shots. Got him. Necessary for the cause. And it makes long-distance redstone contraptions work far more reliably because you can guarantee a shot. Now, speaking of redstone, if you use a wind charge on a dispenser, it does something a little different now. Look at that. It is going. An immediate stream of wind begins coming out of the face of the dispenser, regardless of where it is facing. And as you can see here, it continues to push me back despite my best efforts. I could just think of all the different use cases for this thing, one of which we've got set up. I'll show you in a second. Now, if you want this thing to stop for whatever reason, it's as simple as mining it. The wind charge isn't inside, so you will use the charge up on it, but that's okay. A worthwhile trade. Speaking of, as I mentioned, you can do this in different directions. So, applying a wind charge to a vertically facing dispenser gives you some additional options for elevators in your home. I love hitting my head constantly. So as you can see here, it's got a little bit of a bounce to it, and if you time it properly, you can use it to ascend various different layers of your home. Quite nice. Getting down it can prove to be a little bit more difficult, but if you keep jumping on in, you'll fall right on out. Now, this does have other use cases as well. I'm just thinking of how I might terrorize some nearby hostile mobs by blowing them off, oh, I don't know, the side of a mountain or something. We can do that with our dispenser friend here. Place down the dispenser in a spot of your choosing. In this case, I think I actually want to put it on its side. And use a wind charge on it, and all of a sudden, you have the... Well, come on, horse. There we go. Making a mockery of my example. Look at that. A constant pushback on any mobs that happen across the trajectory of the wind stream. Think of the traps you could make. Oh, it's exciting. But you know them naysayers. Now, some of the other implications of using the wind charge is that they have some nice aesthetic purposes. Check this out. We've got a steam-powered area local to our nearby building where all of the energy output is coming through the exhaust. Actually, just kind of bouncing around here, I'm thinking about other things you could do with this. You could make a parkour where you got to jump from area to area. Well, I'm not that good at it. You could use this as an elytra launch pad. Easy way to get airborne. I mean, there's some sweet ideas here. And it doesn't have to end with dispensers either. We've got, yes, indeed, a red balloon. Look, we had a little bit of fun, okay? Red balloons, white balloons. We've got a victim here. And as you can see here with a glow ink sac, a lead, a wind charge, and some dye, you've got a red balloon. And you've got a white balloon as well. In fact, you can use any of the dyes. Now, why don't we see what happens when we attach a balloon to our zombie friend here? Never mind that he's not burning in the daylight. Don't ask questions. So as you can see, he's got a little bit of a pushback to him now when it comes to the air and gravity. Falls a lot more slowly than one might normally expect zombies to fall. It's all good though. I know you want to be in the next Up movie. I'm afraid not, my friend. Now, it does not get them to float in the air, but it does get them to float down more slowly. Man, that guy was difficult. Maybe we try with the bee instead. All right, bee. You want a balloon so you can float? No, not interested. Okay, well, it looks like this time around we didn't code the ability for the bee to have the balloon, but it's all good. Details, details. else. The good news is it works with me. So we're on a really high ledge, you know, my favorite place to be. And as we fall down gracefully, you can see that this would be a useful item to keep on you if you're in the middle of a survival environment. Now, if you liked our idea about the recipe with blowing up a glow ink sac, well, thanks. I really appreciate it. Down, nice and safe. You can even have some fun with it, spawning in a zombie and give him a knock off the ledge there. I like how we're like smacking the zombie with the balloon. Safe travels, my friend. At least you got a balloon out of it. All right, this one is a lot of fun. Any Terraria fans out there may have an idea of what's coming. Sandstorm in a bottle. Now this one's a different take than normally expected. We do need to start with a shovel, a glass bottle, and a wind charge. But the moment you get your hands on a little bit of sand, you'll have everything you need to use the wind charge in another exciting recipe. Check it out. The Sandstorm in a bottle is a vicious item indeed. Using it inside of a desert will cause massive sandstorms to pick up all over you, whipping up sand, causing chip damage that occasionally hurts you. So you might want to have some food on you. Now, another cool effect, though, that my team went a little bit over the top on was the fact that you can use sandstorms to cause items to be revealed that were dug up inside of the desert. Namely, here we've got enchanted books, horse armor, golden apples, zombie flesh. I mean, we got the whole story. The sandstorm causes them to be unearthed. Now, we've got probably too many items popping up for sake of this, but as you can see, this is more of just a demonstration of another way that Mojang could have taken, or possibly still could take, some of these items. Yes, diamonds indeed. It's like a frantic sprawl. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna die. I was like, I got all these good things, but no health left to celebrate them. Now again, if this were actually implemented in game, I could see this being a little overpowered, but for now, I could see it also being a fun idea for future consideration. I mean, frankly, I've seen worse things than bunches of items on my horizon. I feel like Indiana Jones. I'm like in this deserty temple area and I've got all the goods. I mean, seriously, check this out. We have so much stuff on us. It's incredible. So currently we're in the dangerous nether because I was inspired by, well, blaze rods. We're gonna be changing how breeze rods work a little bit here. We've got some pickaxes and some slime balls, so maybe the imagination will get going. Now, unlike blaze rods from vanilla Minecraft, you'll need to take your breeze rods to a stone cutter to grind them down and make breeze powder, a brand new take on the historic blaze powder. And if you take your breeze powder to a potion stand, you can use it to make a potion of double jump. Chugging this bad boy will give you, well, the exact ability you thought you might have, double jump. Now you can see you can still regular jump if you want, but by pressing jump while you're in the air again, you can get yourself a little jump boost. Beautiful. Now you're ready for combat at a moment's notice and can even get a couple mace swaps down. Magma all over the place for your trouble. Check this out. Parkour expert. Well, at least that's what my mom says. I'm having some trouble here. Anyways, I really like the application here because I don't always want to have an extended jump height when I'm bouncing around in combat. So now with this double jump ability, I can choose when I want to jump higher by just jumping again. And this isn't the only thing you can use your breeze powder for, so be stacking up on your breeze rod so you can get this next new item. It uses breeze powder, and when combined with slime balls, it's made to form the aerogel. Now you're gonna need a few of these kinda looks like a tiny earth. You're gonna need a few of these aerogels to make something very exciting. All right, with the magma. Put 4 of them together to get your hands on some aerogel boots. These things are a fashion statement and a half. More importantly, though, you can use them to jump about in a way that is a little overpowered, but you know, my team was having fun. So check this out. When you're running about, you can do something quite unique with these boots. Namely, you can stack yourself in the air, running about, slowly collecting vertical height as you ascend to the top of, well, in this case, a bastion, but you gotta move quick because those blocks will disappear behind you. My goodness, I don't think anyone scaled a bastion that. Anyways, you can use it to get into a lot of trouble. Like, for example, I'm not entirely sure how I get down. Well, maybe we just Oh, no, okay. Well, that was close. Why don't we get to the roof instead? A little safer. All right, all good. We can just slowly but surely get down. I hope at least. Maybe we just take the boots off if we have too much trouble with them, huh? Oh, we're getting there. Perfect. Little collateral damage never hurt anybody. My knees are fine. But that's not the final drop that involves the breeze rod. If you happen to have some of them on hand, alongside a netherite pickaxe, you can take them to a smithing table, well, in this case, if we had coded that part in, to make something special, a breeze pickaxe. You'll need the netherite pickaxe and the breeze rod to make this. No other substitute, but you can use it to mine magma, and the breeze rod will use the breeze to cool off the magma found in between the cracks of the other stone in that block to get your hands on some magma shards. And these have some pretty cool uses as well. Taking any pickaxe to a smithing table with these shards will allow you to combine them to get a special enchantment on our pickaxe that allows us to, from time to time, auto-smelt any ores that we happen to mine. Now, as you can see there, it worked. We got some gold nuggets instead of the raw gold nugget black stone. Best part of all, this enchantment will only lose a charge every time the auto-smelt kicks off, and it does it up to 64 times. Nice. The most recent version of Minecraft and its snapshots include something known as the Trial Chambers, where you can get special vault keys capable of affording you and other players, or villagers in this case, well, hopefully, let's see what the team has in mind, some special drops. But we wanted to take them in a little bit of a different direction, offering some alternative key examples. The gold trial key and the diamond trial key. And some maces for fun. Those will come in handy a little bit later. For now, these keys, they are going to be the key to unlocking the true potential of any villages you happen to find in-game. Now, the gold trial key, it's got some pretty cool stuff attached to it, but the diamond trial key is really where the action is going to start picking up. Now, in terms of what they do, I'll stop lollygagging. Our keys here are used to unlock extra trades from any nearby villagers. Let's first check out his trades with no unlock. As you can see, the weaponsmith is a novice. That's what it said in the window, at least. Now let's try with a gold trial key. Right-clicking this villager with it, and as you can see here, we've got way more trades, and our weaponsmith is now an apprentice. Now, normally you would lose the key upon using on a villager, but for sake of example, we can just keep right-clicking to upgrade all the different trades on our villager friend. I mean, look at that, full diamond status, and look at all of these incredible trades. It gets better, though. We've got the diamond trial key still. Okay, check this thing out. As I said, these keys would normally disappear on use. If you were to use this diamond key, you could take any villager from its initial trade table all the way up to an instant master trade, thereby skipping the entire trading process and getting you some sweet goods immediately. You could use this to unlock cartographers, to find easy woodland mansions. You could use it to get extra mending books from any nearby villagers, or in this case, just a whole lot of extra food. Delicious. Still didn't work on the nitwits though, can't help these guys. Lost cause. However, these aren't the only items subject to our reinterpretation that were found in the trial chambers. We still have another one to get to. Probably our most playful idea yet is going to be combining two maces into one. Yes, don't question it, it's all worth it. We have the double mace. Let's see how this puppy works, huh? Double maces are awesome. They kind of look like barbells. In fact, that's exactly what they are. By holding a double mace and right-clicking with it, you can do some curls for the girl and get yourself a nice strength effect anytime you use it nearby, for a quick punch and attack on any local mobs looking to interrupt your sick set. Let's summon in a husk. Hey man, you're taking too long on the machine. Out the way! Well, I wouldn't recommend attacking people with barbells, but you know, in Minecraft, yeah, anything goes. What are you talking about? My membership hasn't expired. I want to see the manager so I can kill him, apparently. I want to kill The manager, he's asking for it. You don't want to interrupt a guy's workout, you know? Now, I know a lot of these features were somewhat playful, but, you know, with this new update that came out, I felt personally a little bit disappointed with the ways that Mojang decided to use some of these drops, and I figured there might be a couple cool ways to handle them ourselves, like, you know, from attacking sniffers as always, as is tradition from nearby. So, maybe you guys can be inspired to think of some other ways they could have used some of these new items in the latest snapshot. And hey, interestingly enough, I've heard word out on the street is that the combat snapshots are going to be resuming production in the very near future. And so for all we know, some of these updates may be coming yet.